Hi, everybody, and welcome to our program. This is David Nevins for Citybiz List. And today, our guest is Joe Snee. Joe is a board member of Carsins Run at Evamar in Harford County, or at the very least, what will be Carsins Run at Evamar. So, Joe, welcome to our program, first of all.
David, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
That's great. And I know there's a lot of interest in Carsins Run. Tell our viewers what it is, what it will be, and how are you involved?
All right. As you mentioned, I am a board member, have been privileged to do so for over a decade. Carsins Run will be Harford County's first and only CCRC, continuing care retirement community. So it's a continuum of care. It starts out with independent living, then assisted living, Alzheimer's care, skilled nursing, and you can stay there for the rest of your life. And we're well underway to making that happen in Harford County.
So, Joe, it sounds very exciting. So basically, you can move in while you're still healthy. And what happens to you thereafter as you age, you guys are there to handle it. It's known as continuing care. Tell us a little bit about the project or the community and when you think it will be ready for move-in and so on.
Yeah, it's very exciting. All the infrastructure is in place. That's public water and sewer. So we've accomplished that. And now Whiting Turner, probably the best general contractor in the United States, will be building our model home beginning this month, actually in September. I don't know when this is going to air, but it's September of this year. We're going to build what we call the Tidewater Manor Home, and it'll be for our senior population. Steel rebar will go in, the retaining wall will go in October, and Whiting Turner has ordered all the supplies. We've had some supply chain issues, but they're on top of it. So we're expected to move into our model in mid-2022.
That's great. And I know, Joe, you said, so it's kind of surprising if you think about it. Harford County has never had a project like this before. Some of the surrounding areas, I believe, do. So tell us about the importance of this in Harford County and for seniors who want to potentially live there, perhaps close to their children and grandchildren and so forth.
Yeah, that's a great point, David. Unfortunately, Harford County's exported our seniors to Baltimore County and southern Pennsylvania. So now we're going to get to keep them here in place with a CCRC so that they can be independent through the rest of their lives in their neighborhood in Bel Air. Bel Air has a population within 10 miles of Bel Air, 70,000 people, and they really want to be here with their kids. They don't want to go to Baltimore County. They don't want to go to Pennsylvania. They want to be in Harford County. So it's really, really exciting. And when I was doing the development approvals for Carsins Run, we pointed that out to all the approval process, and they all agreed that we need to keep our folks here.
So you'll be ready for move-in, I think you said, within about 2 years. How would you say, Joe, would you say that COVID has kind of maybe sped up the interest that seniors have in living in safe retirement communities such as Carsins Run?
Yeah, I would say that, David, COVID has had an impact. The other thing that I've noticed too is weather has an impact. Snowstorms, that really encourages our seniors to get into a CCRC. They don't have to maintain their units. We do all that work for them. Inside, we have, Class A restaurants. We developed a alcohol license for the facilities. So everything will be self-contained. We'll have buses to local shopping centers, hospitals. So really, when you think about it, it's independent living at its best.
Joe, give our viewers kind of a sense of the size and the style, if you will, of the community.
Well, it's situated on about 50 acres. It's right off 543, just down the road from Route 22. It will be Class A architecture. If you look at the Tidewater Manor home, which is on our website at carsonsrun.org, you'll be able to see it. There's nothing like it. It's designed by THW. They're based out of, I believe it's Georgia. They do CCRCs across the country. So it will be truly impressive, something that Harford County has never seen. And considering the department of that regulates us, it will be the only CCRC in Harford County in our lifetimes.
Wow. Again, kudos again to you and your colleagues, other board members and the like for, being able to get this done. I know that's not an easy task given, as you just noted, the needed approvals by all the government officials and the like. So you've been at this for a little while. It's not like you haven't sold any. Tell us how it's going.
Yeah, it's going great, actually. With the Department of Aging, we're required to sell 70% of our units ahead of time before we can build the Tidewater. And we're very, very close to doing that. And once we get that out of the ground and we're going vertical, it's going to generate more enthusiasm. So our team, led by Sue Shea, has done a fantastic job of doing the pre-sales. If people are interested, they can call Dave Higgins and Michelle Doggan at the Eva Mar Welcome Center right there off 543.
So, Joe, as you noted, two-thirds of them are gone and only 1/3 to go. So I would say again to any of our viewers who are interested in moving into a continuing care retirement community, particularly in Harford County, nice suburban rural living, this is something you ought to check out. You would agree with that, I assume?
David, there's no doubt about it. I've lived in Bel Air my entire life. I'm 62. I could move in. Okay. So it will be the premier class of CCRC in Harford County. And, I would encourage everybody to check us out because you will like what you see.
And again, Joe, just repeat how they go about checking you out.
Well, certainly you can call me anytime because I've lived with this. So 410-893-7500. But you can also call Dave and Michelle at Carsins Run at Eva Mar, and their numbers are on their website, which I'm going to read right now. It's carsonsrun.org.
That's great, Joe. Thank you so much. So, Joe, I know you're a lifelong Harford Countyan, I think you said, or at least that's true, right?
Yeah.
We're ready to go out and live life again. Have you had any good vacations, either outside of Harford County and even inside of Harford County? What are some of the things you'd recommend that our viewers might try?
Well, it's a great question, David, and it's timely because our lawyers, our legal assistants, and our staff did an outstanding job over the past 18 months dealing with COVID, as everybody has. And, it hasn't been done in 100 years. So we took a firm retreat to Anguilla in the Caribbean. And we all went down there and we celebrated the hopefully the waning days of COVID. Everybody says, where is Anguilla? So if you fly down to the Virgin Islands, US, then you go over to St. Martin, and then you take a boat ride north. You're going to be in Anguilla. It's a beautiful, beautiful island. It's 16 miles wide, 3 miles deep, and 15,000 beautiful citizens. And I would recommend all your viewers go to Anguilla. Beautiful people.
Well, I'll tell you what, Joe, as excited as I am about sharing the news about Carsins Run at Evermar, I'm even more excited about. I should have gotten a job with your law firm.
Well, you got to reward your folks because they worked hard to keep us moving, and it was worth it. So for all your viewers out there, if they ever got the opportunity to go to that magnificent island, I would highly recommend it.
Well, my employees get to go to Ocean City as a perk, and they really like that. So I'm going to make sure that none of them, there'll be thousands of people watching this interview, but I'm going to bar Nevins and Associates employees from watching because I don't want them to get any crazy ideas.
Well, David, my wife, Kim, and I have a place in Ocean City, and I love going there. We always go 2 weeks in the summer, so love that as well.
Joe, thank you so much for your time. And just a note to our viewers who are interested in a continuing care retirement community in Harford County, check out Carsins Run at Evermar. Joe, thank you so much for your time. This has been David Nevins for Citybiz List. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, David.